Hello, everybody, and welcome to a special edition of the Nick Watkins Show. I'm Nick Watkins, and today we're going to be doing the last of six uh, division previews. Six chances to get that right. I've not done it once, but today we're going to be going over the NL West division, the final part six of six of going over every division in MLB team by team to figure out who's going to win the division. And what my predictions are, we're going to go over all their lineups. This is how the NL West went down last year. This is a division that I know a ton about because my team, the San Francisco Giants, are a part of this division, so I know a great deal about it. Let's talk about the NL West. I can't wait for this. I've been looking forward to this the entire off season because baseball comes back tomorrow, less than 24 hours. This is how the division went last year. The Los Angeles Dodgers won the division by 3 games, 93 and 69, over the San Diego Padres, who went 90 and 72. The Giants finished dead even, 81 and 81. The Diamondbacks a game behind at 80 and 82. And the Colorado Rockies finished with one of the worst years in the history of baseball at 43 and 119. Horrible season. The Padres were one of the two teams from the West to make the playoffs. They lost in the wild card in the full set to the Chicago Cubs. The Dodgers, meanwhile, won the whole thing, defeating the Reds in the wild card in a sweep. Then they beat the Phillies in 4. They swept the Brewers in the NLCS, and they took the Blue Jays to 7 games, and they won it in very exciting fashion. That was how the season went last year, and LA, they were the ones that came out on top. Can anyone dethrone them in the West? Let's take a look. We'll start with the Diamondbacks. They went 80 and 82 last year, made the World Series in 2023, just missed the playoffs in 2024 by a tiebreaker. That's how close it was. They had the same record as the Mets and the Braves, just missed out, and last year they missed out by a good number of games. Here's their lineup. It's an interesting one. The top is stacked. Ketel Marte, Corbin Carroll, Geraldo Perdomo, Nolan Arenado, the big addition trade to the Diamondbacks from the Cardinals. Great fire sale. Gabby Moreno, the catcher. Pavin Smith, protected DH. The old man, Carlos Santana, he'll be at first. Alec Thomas and Jordan Lawler. They have Jordan Lawler in left field. The bench is James McCann, Tim Tawa, and Vargas and Barroso. Tawa and Vargas, utility guys. James McCann, good young, not no, he's not young, old backup catcher. Let's go over this lineup here. Uh, Player by player, we'll spend more time on the big ones. Ketel Marte is projected to lead off. He's a switch hitting second baseman. He's the best second baseman in baseball. Is there even a contest? I can't think of the next best one. I think it might be Terang. Yeah, it's really no contest. Cattell is the best second baseman in the entirety of baseball by a good margin. He's a switch hitter. He can hit for contact. He can hit for power. Great glove. The speed is, I think the speed is good. It's not like blazing fast like some of his teammates, but it's good enough. And he can throw. He's second baseman, so the arm's not the best. But at second base, you don't really need a cannon of an arm. He I think he's the best player for the Diamondbacks. It's close between him and Corbin Carroll and Perdomo, but Ketel Marte, he's the best second baseman in baseball, and you can kind of leave it there. That's how good he is. He's just, he, I don't know what it is about him, but even though he's on a division rival, I like him a lot. It's just something about him, something about the calmness he plays with and the swagger. Like I said, best second baseman in baseball. You move on to the right fielder. It's Corbin Carroll. He can be in center. He can be in right. He can be in left. They have him in right field. I think he won Rookie of the Year in 2023. Shall we take a look? Corbin Carroll, baseball reference. I remember he came up. He had a fantastic rookie year. That was Oh, okay. So 2022, he played in 32 games, did not get rookie eligibility. 2023, I should have pulled up the stats for every player. Why didn't I do that earlier? Anyway, um, That would have been a good idea. 2023 All Star, Rookie of the Year, fifth in MVP voting as the Diamondbacks won the NL pennant and lost in the World Series to the Texas Rangers. 2024 played more games, not as good of a season. 3.3 WAR. Led the league in triples every year he's been in the league playing full time. Last year, 5.8 WAR, so by WAR, better than his first season. All Star, MVP, six finish, and won a Silver Slugger. The OPS plus 133 in 2023, 140 last year, with an OPS in the high eights. The slug is high, the on base one is very good. The strikeouts aren't too bad. Stolen bases, 54 in 2023, 35, 32. He's a hell of a ball player. It's the same thing with Kana Cattell. Even though he's a division rival, I can't help but like his game a lot. He's got very good power. He's extremely fast. Very good defensive outfielder with a nice arm. He can hit. He can hit for power. He can hit for contact. He can steal a ton of bags. He can do it all. Is there more to his game? I think he can continue to evolve. And I don't think we've seen his full potential yet, but I don't think his full potential is far off from where he is now. He's already an insanely good outfielder, an insanely good player. If there's more room to grow, it's not by too much. Maybe he can tap into some more power. But his ceiling is already very, very close to the floor, and that is very, very high. So that's not a knock at him at all. That he's saying he can't get much better. When he gets much better, if he gets much better, he's the best player in baseball. I don't think that's going to happen. I think he's just going to be this consistent for a long time. Next, you have Geraldo Perdomo, who was very, very impressive last season. Put up 7 WAR, one of the most improved players in baseball. A switch hitting shortstop, kind of the counterpart to Cattell. He, I think he hit homers last year. I think he stole some bases. Shall we look him up as well? This is such a good idea looking up the stats. Why didn't I do that earlier? Although it might make it the recording go longer, and we don't really have time for that. Whoa, 7 WAR led the league, led the National League in WAR shortstop. 100 RBIs, 20 homers, 100 RBIs, 27 stolen bases, 851 OPS, 136 OPS plus, MVP 4, and a Silver Slugger. Fantastic season for Geraldo Perdomo. I I don't know if he can get better than that. 7 WAR is really good. It's kind of the same thing with Carroll. I think there's a consistency that comes with him and his position, and if he does get better, it might be a little bit more pop. He could be a little bit faster. I think that is as good as it's going to get, and I don't think that he'll regress at all. I think he's going to be kind of the same player, and if he does, that's a perennial All Star at shortstop. Next on the lineup is Nolan Arenado, who is I don't think Arenado's won an MVP. He's won plenty of Gold Gloves. He's a outstanding defensive third baseman, one of the best in baseball. That being said, he is a little bit older now. He's almost 35, but he came over from a trade from St. Louis in January. He could be a good piece for this D-backs team. I think the defense is still going to be there, even at the age. I mean, defense isn't something that you forget. He's got it. There's power numbers. He's not the same player he once was with the Rockies and with the Cardinals earlier on, but he's a good player, and I think it could be a good veteran addition. Gabriel Moreno, nice catcher, came over from the Toronto Blue Jays in a deal that sent Varsho to the Blue Jays. Uh, he's a nice He's a nice catcher. I think he's good. Pavin Smith, uh, first round draft choice 2017, still hasn't broken out. I don't think he ever will break out, but he's a nice platoon bat DH. Carlos Santana, this guy, how old is he? 40. Whoa, he's 40. He's been around. He's been on World Series teams. He's been with the Guardians 3 different stints. He's a nice veteran, good leader. Good. Alec Thomas, his thing is that he is fast. He is really fast. He plays good outfield defense. The hitting numbers not the greatest, but he'll take the defense. And then Jordan Lawler, who I picked earlier today to break out for the Arizona Diamondbacks. I like Jordan Lawler. I like his swing. I think the defense is good. First round pick in 2021. All right, we'll see what you got, kid. Let's look at the rotation. This is what it looks like. Also worth mentioning, Lourdes Gurriel Jr. He is on the injured list. Here's the rotation: Zach Gallen, Ryan Nelson, Eduardo Rodriguez, Michael Soroka, Brandon Pfaadt. Also worth mentioning that Corbin Burns is on the injured list with a. He's recovering from Tommy John. I don't know when he's going to be back. Also, Merrill Kelly is on the injured list. He doesn't look like it's. It doesn't look like it's a huge concern, but he will be starting the season on the IL. Zach Gallen is the at least on opening day, the opening day starter. 2023 banger year. He was striking people out like left and right. It's kind of been regressed since then, but he's still shown flashes of being Zach Gallen. He has the veteran presence now. I don't know if we can expect too much of a resurgence. Maybe not 2023 for him. I think he can lock it in to be the three starter, solid three starter who gets some punchies. Ryan Nelson, um, he's another solid pitcher. Um, Fott is a solid pitcher. Michael Soroka came over as a free agent in December. We'll see what's there. It's kind of nice. Eduardo Rodriguez, free agent from 3 years ago. He was magnificent in the World Baseball Classic. In the final against the USA, he mowed them down. The question is, will he bring that to the regular season? Because the past 2 years have not been kind to him. Here's the bullpen. Or actually, let's Corbin Burns, dog. I hope that the elbow surgery didn't affect him too much because he's one of the best pitchers in baseball when he's healthy. And the Merrill Kelly is also a very underrated pitcher. He's also dealt with some injuries. Back with the Diamondbacks, even though so he got traded from the D-backs to the Rangers and just re-signed with Arizona. So here's the bullpen. It's not bad. Paul Sewald's the closer. Taylor Clark, Loizaga, who I'm pretty high on. Thompson, Ginkel, Hoffman, Murillo, Joe Ross. And then in the injured list, Justin Martinez and AJ Puck and Andrew Saalfrank are on the 60-day IL. I like Justin Martinez, but he is hurt, so that's too bad. That's the team. Paul Sewald, can he be a consistent closer? This is a chance to prove that, but I like Justin Martinez a lot. I like Jonathan Loizaga a lot from the Yankees. That is the Arizona Diamondbacks. Let's move on to the Los Angeles Dodgers. And let's get a drink of water before we talk about this mega team that's been assembled uh, in LA. This lineup is really good. Shohei Ohtani, Kyle Tucker, Mookie Betts, Freddie Freeman, Will Smith, Max Muncy, Teoscar Hernandez, Andy Pajes. They have Alex Freeland as the second baseman. That's because Tommy Edman is on the IL to start the season. Also, Kike Hernandez, Dalton Rushing, Miguel Rojas, Santiago Espinal, Alex Call on the bench. It's going to pain me. Let's get into it. The best lineup in baseball. Shohei Ohtani leading off. He is a unicorn, one of one. There's nobody like him in the sport, and there hasn't been anybody like him in 100 years. Shohei Ohtani, he can hit. He can hit for contact. He can hit. Boy, can he hit for power. 50 home runs in each of the last two seasons. He can run. Stole 50 bases 2 years ago. 2 years ago, he went 50-50. Only player to ever do that. Not even Barry Bonds did that. If they pitched to Barry Bonds, he would have done that. But Ohtani, only player ever to go 50-50. Also, he can. I mean, he doesn't have to field, but I bet he could. And I mean, the throwing aspect, he's a pitcher. If he was just a hitter, he'd still be MVP. And he pitches too. And he's not even like a bad pitcher. He's I don't think he's great, but he is a good pitcher, like a really, really good pitcher, like a number two or a three on another team. Not to mention, he hits the absolute cover off the baseball anytime he steps up there. His one weakness seems to be Eric Miller. I'm just a Giants fan, so I know about that. Look at the numbers: 1 for 6 with 5 strikeouts and an infield single. Rookie year, Eric Miller struck out Ohtani 5 times. So, who's your goat now? Who's the real MVP? It's Eric Miller. But Ohtani, that's all we have to say. We don't have to say too much about him because everybody knows who he is. Everybody who's not even a baseball fan knows who he is. He is a mega star. He's probably the biggest thing to ever happen to Japan since Godzilla. um, he's it's that's not like it's not even a joke either. He is a rock star. He's like Elvis over there. He's like Elvis and Michael Jackson combined in Japan. He's a mega star, and he is who he is. He's the best player in baseball. Next, you have Kyle Tucker, who is the best free agent on the market available, World Series champion with the Houston Astros, and he went to the best team, the team that already won back-to-back World Series. The best free agent in baseball signs there. Why? Because they gave him a short-term deal for a butt ton of money, $60 million a year. That is a massive overpay, but they can do it because they have that kind of money, and that's the infuriating part. That's why there's probably gonna be a lockout coming because the Dodgers are doing this. Are they ruining baseball? We can have that conversation another day. Let's talk about Kyle Tucker. What can he do? Everything. He can hit. He can hit for power. The power numbers are there. If he's a 30 homer guy, he could be a 40 homer guy if he gets fully healthy, fully locked in. He can run too. He's got sneaky fast wheels. He can field. Very consistent glove out there and right, and in the corner outfield spots. And he can throw too. He's got a nice arm. So he's kind of a 5 tool player. He's not Mike Trout, but he is a lesser version of that. Um, you argue the power is better. I don't know. He's a fantastic player. Is he worth 60 million? No, but nobody really is worth 60 million except Ohtani. Um, I don't even think Soto's worth that much. That's just inflation. But the Dodgers can pay it because they keep winning, and when you win, you get more money, and when you get more money, you can get players, and when you get players, you can win. So it's never going to stop. Shortstop Mookie Betts. Mookie Betts is one of the greatest players of this generation. Uh, he's 33. Came over from the Red Sox in a blockbuster trade in 2020. He's won 4 World Series in his career, 3 with the Dodgers, 1 with the Red Sox in 2018, where he was the MVP. He can play all the outfield spots and the middle infield. They have him at shortstop. He's versatile like that. Last year there was a an illness, a very scary illness he was dealing with. He lost like 30 pounds or something, and he was not himself the whole year pretty much. In the postseason, he struggled mightily, but he's still Mookie Betts. We'll have to see now that he's not dealing with an illness to start the offseason. Can he get back to being Mookie? I think yes, but I don't think he's never going to be 2018 Betts again. He's never going to be 2022, 2023 Betts, but he can still be the 3 hitter and the shortstop for the Los Angeles Dodgers. You also have Freddie Freeman, who's kind of in the same boat, but it's not the same. I mean, beloved Atlanta Brave, won a World Series, and then immediately came to the Dodgers. And, well, he's been nothing but impressive. World Series MVP in 2024. He's got 2 World Series with the Dodgers, 1 with the Braves, and he's a very consistent first baseman. The glove is solid, but the real place where Freddie Freeman shines is the hitting, and his contact and eye are elite. Is that going to hang around this year, even though he's 36 and a half? I think yes, it will. Yes, it will hang around. He's just that type of hitter. He can hit even if the legs start to fail a little bit. I guess, well, he can't move from DH, but um, they can't because they have Otani. But he's still going to play first base. He's still going to be good, even if the legs start to give out. I can see that happening. I can see him getting tired. But um, great contact, great hitter, great guy too. All these guys are great guys, which is the worst part about it. Will Smith is the catcher, severely underrated catcher. He's not Cal Raleigh. He's not. I mean, he probably is the second best catcher. I mean, I'd take him over Contreras and Langoliers. He's very underrated. He's probably the number 2 catcher. He's definitely a tier below Cal, but he can hit and he can field. He can catch very well. He can manage a pitching staff. He's a very solid player. Another nice guy, which is infuriating. I don't know what you have to say anymore. He's just a good catcher. I mean, he's a great catcher. He's not amazing, but he's great. Max Muncy, he's got 4 World Series with the Dodgers. No, just 3 because they lost. Haha, they lost the Astros and the Red Sox. Stupid Dodgers. Muncy, power. Last year he wasn't seeing the ball, so he got glasses, and then he started hitting the ball like crazy. He's a good player. Teoscar Hernandez, 2024, ridiculous year. After that, last year there was definitely some regression. He was below league average bat. He wasn't very good. He was horrible in the field. They moved him to left field. Maybe that'll help him. He hits lower in the lineup. He's still a big chemistry part of that team. So we'll see. Pines broke out last year. I think he hit like 27 home runs or something like that. Um, uh, he hit a lot of home runs. Just another weapon for the Dodgers, right? And then Freeland they have as the second baseman. It's going to be Tommy Edman. 2024 second half, amazing player. 2025 not so good. They also have Kike, who's like their mascot. He's just a fun guy. I don't like him at all. That's the lineup. It's the best in baseball. Here's the rotation: Yamamoto, Glasnow, Blake Snell on the injured list, Sheehan, Landon Knack on the injured list, Roki Sasaki, and Otani, because Otani can pitch too, right? So we don't have to mention him. We already talked about him. Yamamoto. What he did last postseason was special. It wasn't bum, but it was special. He won the World Series MVP. He pitched 3 times. He went in. He got the win in Game 7 on having pitched the day before. What he did was unbelievably impressive. And he wasn't. It wasn't just like postseason. It was the regular season too. He was really good in the regular season. Cy Young 3 in the NL. Will he continue that? Yes, I think he will. I don't know if he's going to get better, but I think he's going to be the same. Sheehan, he's a young pitcher. Um, can I go back to that? Thank you. He's a young pitcher. Uh, 26. He's not the best in the rotation, but he doesn't have to be because they got a whole bunch of other guys. Tyler Glass now, he's 32 now. Came over from the Rays in a trade. He's been very good for them. 2024, very good. 2025, very injured. But he had to see through some big innings in the postseason. Blake Snell, kind of the same deal. He's a former Giant, former Padre, former Ray. 2 times Cy Young. One with the Rays, one with the Padres. Last year, started the year off injured, but came back and wasn't bad. He wasn't like Snellzilla. He wasn't mowing him down. In the postseason, he had some nice starts. Um, in the World Series, not so much actually, but um, you know, if he can regain his Cy Young form, look out. Roki Sasaki, big free agent from Japan last year. He was the headliner, and he came in, signed with the Dodgers because, of course, did not look very good. Came in, they used him as a reliever, and he was good for them in the postseason as their closer. You can't really do that in the regular season, though. That's why they went out and they addressed the bullpen. Here it is: Edwin Diaz, Tanner Scott, Alex Vesia, Will Klein, Blake Trinan, Jack Dreyer, Enriquez, Kasparius, and Robleski. Who's hurt? A lot of people are hurt. Cousins, Bruce Stark, Gratterall, Bobby Miller, Evan Phillips, Brock Stewart. They had two. The Dodgers had 2 weaknesses last year. Left field. They went out and they moved Hernandez to left field and replaced him with Kyle Tucker. Solved that with the best free agent available. They also had a weakness in the bullpen. So what do? They go out and they get the best closer, best reliever on the market in Edwin Diaz. Edwin Diaz is a dog. Um, excuse me. Last year he was the best closer in baseball. 2022 he was the best closer in baseball. 23 he tore his ACL to WBC, did not pitch. 2024 came back, was a little bit shaky, but 22 and 25, incredible. Now he's a Dodger. The rich get richer. Tanner Scott had a bad year. He got paid to expect him to be the closer. Sucked. Will he get better? Who knows? Player to watch. Alex Vesia, dog. Klein, Game 3 legend, World Series hero. Trinan, the sliders, good. Will he? Is he too old? We'll see. Dryer, Henriquez. Let's stop talking about the Dodgers. The Giants. Can I pause the video? Can I try that? I'm gonna pause it. So now we're back recording. I didn't know you could pause. This is a great feature now because I can just reset. I'm gonna go pause this before we talk about my Giants. I'm gonna get some water and I'll be right back. Welcome back. Um, we're gonna talk about my favorite team, the San Francisco Giants. I can't wait for this. I think I want to talk about the team in full tomorrow. So we'll keep it brief and say one thing about each player. Here's the lineup: Luis Arias, Rafael Devers, Matt Chapman. Uh, I'm making my own lineup. I don't like what Fangraphs is doing. This is my lineup: Arias, Devers, Adamas, Nope, I want to change that. Arias, Adamas, Devers, Chapman, Ramos, Lee, Bader, Encarnacion, and Bailey. On the bench, Daniel Susak, who I like a lot, Casey Schmidt, Christian Koss, Jared Oliva. Keep in mind, I like literally everybody on this team. I'm going to say I like them. That's the truth. I like everybody on this team. There's not one person on this team that I don't like. So with that being said, let's be unbiased here. Luis Arias. This is the big move in the offseason for the Giants. He is a three-time batting champ, could be four. He's went with three different teams as well, which is fun. We know about the contact. It's so good. He hits over 300 perennially. He can hit any pitch. He refuses to strike out. When he wants to, he can hit home runs. He doesn't do it very often. He's going to be your best leadoff hitter. He's playing second base now. And that's the thing that people are really like honing in on and saying he's going to be a horrible defensive second baseman. And while I don't think that's too crazy to say, that's the norm to say, I also think that I can see him being a good second baseman. I don't think the defense is that bad. It's bad. But when you have Ron Washington as your coach, it can get better. Plus, you have Chapman and Adamas beside him on the other side. They'll help him out. I don't think it's to be as bad as people think. I think if it's league average, it's a resounding success. If it's better, that's the best case scenario. We'll take league average defense from Arias. Um, I think Willie Adamas is criminally underrated. So is Chapman, but Adamas, he's just such a fun guy. That's really who he is. He's so fun. Like his energy is contagious. He's an amazing locker room guy. Last year, first half, with the big contract coming over from Milwaukee, he wanted to prove himself. He was very bad. He only hit 4 or 5 home runs, um, and he was hitting under 200. And then on June 8th, June 9th, June 10th, something like that. I think it was like June 10th, 9th or 10th. He took an off day. Actually, they had a day game. He took that one off, and there was another day. Then he went to Colorado, put on the purple arm sleeve, and became a different player entirely. He would go on to reach 30 home runs and get that batting average well above 200. Man, he's one of my favorite players. He is my favorite player on the Giants. I love him so much. He he can hit. Power numbers are there. He can hit 30 home runs. He did. The speed, it's okay. The Giants we're trying to steal more bases this year. Um, The defense, everyone was saying it wasn't going to be good. It was very good. It was like seriously good last year. I think he did not deserve to win the Gold Glove, and he didn't. But at least a nomination would have been nice. And the main thing he brings is constant energy and joy, and just a childlike passion, childlike joy for baseball, and that's why I love him so much. Next, Rafael Devers, dog. If this trade happened over the offseason, they would be talking about this as the biggest move of the offseason. Everyone forgot about him because he's a giant now. Everyone is just doubting us. Okay? Rafi hits. He rolls out of bed and he hits 450-foot bombs. Okay, he hit 35 homers last year, 15 with the Red Sox, 20 with the Giants. He won a World Series with Boston, but came over in that big deal. Just a massive, massive deal for us. We could never get the big name in free agency, and we got Rafael Devers in a trade, and we got our slugger. He is our slugger. He is our big bopper in the lineup. He will go out and hit homers. He will go out and drive in over 100. First base, he's playing first now because Chapman's at third. Everyone says he's gonna suck. I I don't think he's gonna suck. I mean, we got Ron Washington, we got Will Clark teaching him first base. I like Rafael Devers at first base. I watched him all last year. He didn't really mess up. He even made some nice plays. I don't know why people are like saying it's gonna be below average. I think it's gonna be above average. I think Araya's best case is league average. Rafi could just play league average if it's bad. If it's like good, it's above league average. I think it's better than mediocre. I do. Plus, he's just gonna hit for you. He's gonna hit, and I'm so excited. He came over, and it was a big change of scenery, and he was hurt a little bit too. If you look at what he did in August and September, that was a completely different player. That was the Rafi Devers that earned that massive contract that we're taking every penny of. We believe in this guy. And a full year in San Francisco, that's what I'm talking about. I think he's gonna have a breakout, not a breakout year. I think he's gonna have his best year of his career. And I think he's gonna be MVP talks. Next, Matt Chapman. Matt Chapman is criminally underrated. This is the best defensive third baseman in baseball. People are trying to say that it's Bregman or that it's Michael Garcia or it's somebody else. Cut that out. It's Matt Chapman. This guy has 5 Gold Gloves. Look at this. You see this? He doesn't have his hand, but that glove there is gold. Okay, that glove is gold. Um, Look at that bobblehead. He's the best defensive third baseman in baseball. I mean, he really is, and there's like no denying it too. Like you, people who think it's he's not are just wrong. And I also love his swing. It's very flat. It's very compact. He hits line drives when he's right. Strong top hand. That's what Kruko always says about him. I just he's sneaky fast too, and the fielding is otherworldly. That's how good it is. And he is a good hitter when he's right. He's streaky. He's very streaky, but there's no denying the defense and the hitting is also good. It evens out to be good. I expect big things from Chapman. When he got hurt, our winning streak ended like that, and that's probably why the summer was so bad for us because he wasn't there. He was hurt. He wasn't right. I can't wait for Chapman. I saw his day in the life video that came out. It was so fun. I just he's such a good guy. Next up, we got Elliot Ramos. I also have Elliot Ramos' bobblehead. Take a look at this one. This is nice. I got this. Shout out Edie for this one. I got the thing there. Look at him, Ramos. Ramos. The H in Elliot is silent. So I just call him. And besides, I was watching his day in the life video. Everybody just calls him Ramos. Nobody calls him Elliot. So nope, we'll just call him Ramos. Ramos, it's odd, okay? Because in my head, he's a lot better than he actually is. I think he's a lot better than he actually is, but he's not bad. Like the offense, 2024 All Star special season, basically his rookie year All Star. And last year wasn't as good, but he played very consistent. He was not really consistent, but he played every day pretty much. He only missed like 10 games, 10, 15 games. He hit some home runs. I think it was like 20. The defense was not very good. And this offseason, he was out working on the defense. And I think having Harrison Bader in center field will definitely help him. I think the offensive numbers will tick up as well. I expect good things from Elliot Ramos. I don't know if we can expect great things. I don't know if he has great in him, but I think best case is he's just super consistent above 250, maybe like 260, 270. He's hitting like 25 home runs, and he's not a liability in left field. I and he's just a good clubhouse guy. He's got some big moments in him. He's flashy. I like Elliot Ramos a lot, and I think he can be a consistent good player for a long time if he can lock it in. And I think he's been working hard on the defense. He's in great shape. I expect good things from him. I expect good things from everybody for the Giants. But for him, I'm excited to see what he's got new this year. I got the baseball. Let's talk about Jung Hoo Lee. Jung Hoo Lee. Jung Hoo Lee. The grandson of the wind. The Korean Otani. He's a megastar over there. He's a rock star. He's the Elvis for Korea. Came over 2024 rookie year. He looked impressive, and then he got hurt. He got hurt big time. You know, he got hurt badly. Um, in the shoulder after the year. Came back last year. First month was hitting 333. He was slugging like crazy. He was playing stellar defense. He looked unstoppable. Then he became stoppable. He started grounding out more. The defense was actually a problem, and it's I watched every game last year, and I honestly was surprised to find out that Jung Hoo Lee was bad at defense because when I watched the games, I didn't see bad defense. But now that I think about it, it was not the prettiest. The thing is, he's got a cannon of an arm. He's fast, but he's just not very good at judging the ball and taking good routes to the ball. So that's why I think the move to right field can benefit him a lot. Additionally, not having to be hitting one or hitting three. I like him hitting five or hitting six. They have him projected at five, but I can see him hitting sixth. It's I think that now that the pressure is not on him so much, he can be free to flourish. I think he's going to fit in very well, fit better in right field. And if he can just, slug the ball a little bit more, make more solid contact instead of trying I think sometimes he gets in his own head about trying to, like, be himself, I guess. Like, he tries to, like, be too contact oriented. I want to see him be aggressive. I want to see him, like, hit the ball hard. If he can do that, that's when he's right and he's hitting doubles. Look out, league. Jung Hoo's coming. We got Harrison Bader, who I think is the sneaky best signing of the offseason for the Giants. I love Arias, but I think Bader, I was watching his mic'd up yesterday and the other day. I think what he's going to bring to this lineup is a maturity while also having major, major energy. He's a big energy guy, but he looks like a center fielder. He looks like a captain of the outfield. And just seeing him talk and seeing him in spring training makes me think this guy is an absolute dog who's going to take control of the outfield and improve our defense so much. Additionally, let's talk about the defense. It's so good. Like the routes to the ball, the arm is solid for center field. He's super fast. He's got a great first step. He's flashy out there, and he's also consistent. Love me some Harrison Bader outfield defense. I've always wanted him, and I'm so happy we got him for 2 year deal. I think we can. I'd rather extend him for 100 years. I mean, he just seems like such a good player. And last year had a career year offensively, raked against lefties, which was definitely a problem for us last year. I think this is gonna be a sneaky good signing, sneaky great signing. The value, oh yeah, I like it a lot. DH Gerard Encarnacion. Gerard has shown flashes. He's got major pop. The defense in the outfield, I never thought he'd be good at outfield. He's playing first base. He learned first base. Um, and now they have him DHing. Would I have liked to see Eldridge? Yes, but I'm also a fan of Gerard, and I'm happy you don't have to option him. It looks like Matos. I'm gonna look up Luis Matos because he would be on waivers if he didn't make the lineup. They're gonna DFA Luis Matos. We'll talk about that. Man, I liked him. Oh well, just never showed it. It's partially. I mean, it's not really his fault. Gerard. Will he be a consistent player? I can't say that I think so, but I hope he does. Patrick Bailey. I will die for Patrick Bailey. Everyone's saying that he's okay. Granted, the hitting was not good. It was very bad. But I mean, what people forget about is in the first half of 2024, he hit 280. Then his legs gave out and he stunk. His batting average dropped 50 points. Last season, he was hitting like under 200 in August and September. It really is just September, not August, but September. He started hitting a little bit more. Batting average went up to like 210, 220, something like that. He's a switch hitting catcher. If Patrick Bailey can become a league average bat, or at least close to, hitting like 235, 240, with like 15 homers, dare I say he's the best catcher in baseball. Dare I say it. Because the defense is absurdly good. I mean, he's been in the league as a rookie, 2023, but his 2 full years in the majors absolutely ran away with the Gold Glove at catcher. We haven't seen defense like this since Yadier Molina and Buster Posey. Respect Buster Posey, but Yadi was the defensive guy. We haven't seen catcher defense like this since prime Yadi Molina and prime Buster Posey. Patrick Bailey is an elite pitch framer. He calls an outstanding game and manages the pitching staff very well. As a young guy, I mean, he's only 26. He's got a cannon. The pop time is otherworldly. Like, he is from here to here in less than a second. He's the best defensive player in baseball. It's not even close. It's not even close. He's that good. And yes, the offense is not good, but it can be good. It can be at least decent enough to where he's in the lineup every day. Not to mention, he's just the clutchest human being ever. He hit multiple walkout home runs in his career. I hit one against the Rangers, one against the Pirates. I was there for a walk-off inside the park home run against the Phillies in July. In September, a walk-off grand slam against the Dodgers. He had a walk-off base hit against the Rangers last year that I was there for. This dude is clutch out of his mind. Okay, he hit a grand slam against the Mets in New York in May 2026 or 2024. Sorry, he's clutch. He's the best defender in baseball. If he can even hit just a tiny bit, he's the best. no question. Cal Raleigh does what Cal Raleigh does, but this is a different kind of catcher, different kind, different best. Daniel Susac, he has potential to be a very good catcher. He'll be making his MLB debut tomorrow. Brother of Andrew Susac, who was on the 2014 team that won the World Series. He's a nice player. Former first round pick of the A's. Came over in the Rule 5 draft from the Twins. Or no, we traded for him from the Twins, so we have to keep him. Casey Schmidt, future Hall of Famer. That's what I used to call him um, back in his rookie year. What a fun player. I like him a lot. I do like him. What do I like about him? The defense is really what I like. He can play every single infield position. He's the best at third base, which is unfortunate because we have Matt freaking Chapman and Adamas, and he's really just going to play wherever the Giants need him to. Last year, he played a lot of second base and a little bit of first. He played third when Chappie went down before he himself got hurt. He played one game at shortstop. He can play anywhere you need him to in the infield. He's the utility guy. You also have Christian Koss, who's like the super utility guy. I liked him. He just seems like a good, fun, young. Not he's not young. He just seems like a fun little player. Fun little player. He seems like a nice guy, like a good guy, a genuine guy, and he can also play pretty much every position in the infield. He can play every infield position and some outfield. You also have Jared Oliva, who we signed, and I didn't know who he was. Um, but he made the opening day roster as an NRI, so that's incredible. And he's very fast, and that's nice. So we also have Bryce Eldridge, who's in the minor leagues. Jesus Rodriguez impressed. Bryce Eldridge and Fitzy as well. I mean, you got Drew Gilbert, Grant McCray, Will Brennan, and then Matos looks like he's going to be designated for assignment. Hopefully, no one picks him up. Bo Davidson looked nice. But let's talk about the rotation. I guess the hold on, let's wrap it up with a bow. The lineup. This offense is the best offense the Giants have had since 2003 and 2002. 2016 was great, but I think this is better. The contact with Arias, the balance, power with Devers, Chapman and Adamas, Ramos, Lee, Bader, Encarnacion's got pop. Eldridge, when he inevitably comes up soon, can be the best hitter we've had since Bonds and Devers. Dude, this is the main reason why I'm so excited for the Giants season. It's because of the offense. But the pitching staff is also nice. I I look at the rotation and there's a lot to like. Number one, Logan Webb. Oh, wrong way. Where's the collar? Logan Webb. What do I like about Logan Webb? I like how he leads the league in innings every single year. And last year, not only did he lead the league in innings, but he led the National League in strikeouts over 200 for the first time in his career. Two-time All-Star. He's. I don't think I've ever seen Logan Webb miss a start, and you know, hopefully that does not happen this year. But he's just so consistent. The stuff is filthy. And he added a cutter and worked on his four seam last season. The sinker is disgusting. The changeup is legendary. The sweeper also has some filthy movement. Let's move on. Let's get the Giants baseball instead. Let's get that one going. It's he's disgusting and he's so consistent and now he can strike people out at will. And he's been more aggressive, getting ahead of hitters. Logan Webb is the most underrated pitcher in baseball. Fight me on that. Is he gonna win the Cy Young this year? I don't think so because they have Skeens, but he can. He's in a consideration. He's actually finished second in 2023 to Blake Snell, and that wasn't even his best year. Last year was his best year. Logan Webb, so good. I like him a lot. I love him. I have his bobblehead. See, where'd he go? Oh, here it is. This is Webb. Webb. I actually have a Johnny Cueto that here. Check this out. Talk about pitchers. I want to show this one off. This is my Johnny Cueto bobblehead, and when you do it, it's not just his head; it's his whole body. It does this whole shimmy. Isn't that cool? We're getting off track here. We gotta get this thing going on here. 50 whole minutes in, and we're still talking about the Giants. Robbie Ray, All Star last year. He won a sign with the Blue Jays. He's a two-time All Star. Last May was the best I've ever seen Robbie Ray for the Giants. He was so good. He went like 5-0, won basically all of his starts. Sometimes he had a little bit. He did not have a lot of run support, but I mean, for me, the question with Robbie Ray, and I've talked about this, is can he perform to the level that he did in the first half, and then in the second half it kind of fell off because he had the arm injury, and then I guess he kind of ran out of gas a little bit. His first full season in a long time. I think it's going to be in between good and great. I think he's going to fall somewhere around there, and that's what you want from a two starter. I think the ceiling is all star again. The floor is good. I think it's going to find somewhere in the middle, but hopefully it's all star season. He's only lefty, so looking for that. We got Tyler Mahle, who was having a career year for the Texas Rangers before he got hurt. Did not pitch a full year last year. I think he looked great in spring training. He looks like he's our three starter, even though I'm very high on Landon Roop. I think he might be a three starter. But Molly's a veteran guy. I like him. I can't wait to see what he does. Same thing with Adrian Hauser, who's like a ground ball guy. Another night, he had a nice year with the White Sox. Got traded to the Rangers and wasn't as good, but we got him now too. I expect to see nice things from him. Um, Eat some innings, get some grounders, go deep in games potentially. Hauser and Molly kind of grouping together, but two veteran starters that can contribute a lot to our rotation. We also have Landon Roop, who last year in his rookie year impressed me very much. I mean, he did. I summer Landon Roop, July, like late June and July Landon Roop looked like the future ace for, and Logan Webb's going to be here a long time. I believe that, but um, Roop looked like a dog in the summer months. He was just when he added. He used to be a two-trick pony. He had a sinker. He had a fastball. He had a curveball. The curveball is his best pitch. It's very very good. But then he added a changeup. He added a cutter. He added a nice sinker. Was definitely the key for him, and he's mixing his pitches now. He's very quick pitch. He moves very quickly. And I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say it again. I said it earlier today in the main episode. I think Landon Roop's gonna make the All Star team. From what we saw last year before his injury, and he had the full offseason to recover from that. From what we saw in those July months, if he can carry that out and he can learn how to dominate hitters like Webby, Landon Roop's making the All Star team. That's my prediction. Uh, The one injured starter is Hayden Birdsong, who's going to have Tommy John. I really hope he can get better because he's exciting. He might be a closer for us one day. That's the starting rotation. It's looking at it now. I mean, I used to think it was just Webb and Ray, but I mean, looking at it now, it's 1 to 5. It's definitely top heavy Webb and Ray, but Molly Hauser and Roop are definitely not slouches. And if I think Roop's pitching the way that I think he's going to pitch, then it's a deep rotation. I like it. I like it. And we have young guys in the minors. I mean, if you look at who we have in the minors to potentially come up, Wizen Hunt, Blade Tidwell. I thought his name was Blake. I thought it was Blake Tidwell. It's Blade Tidwell. Trevor McDonald and Carson Seymour all did not make the team. All very high on them, especially McDonald. And Tidwell was a first round or second round pick of the Mets, and Wizen Hunt was a second round pick for us. Wisenhunt's changeup, Tidwell's dominant college pitcher at Tennessee. Trevor McDonald, I loved what I saw last year, and Carson Seymour, I think, could be a good pitcher as well. I don't know about like dominant starter, but he could be like a long reliever. Um, Yeah, I like it. I like it. You know, it's good. I mean, we got good minor leaguers. So if there's a injury could potentially come up, um, let's look at the bullpen. Ryan Walker is the closer. Eric Miller, Jose Buto, Caleb Killian made the team. Matt Gage, Keaton Wynn, Barucki, and Brubaker. Injured relievers. Oh, there's a lot of them. Uh, Foley, he's gonna come back in like June. Henges, Peguero. Oh, Peguero got hurt. Randy Rodriguez is the big one. I think he's missing all this year. Let me just double check that. I've been saying I like Randy a lot. Um, let's look at when will Randy Rodriguez be back? The start of 2027. That's not good. I like Randy a lot. I think he has the stuff to be a lockdown closer for us in 2027. This year we have to go without him. He was an all-star last year. Really good. Um, really good. Reaver San Martin, he also got hurt, and Rowan Wick. But let's look at the healthy guys. The closer is Ryan Walker. Ryan Walker in 2024 won the job from Camilo Doval, who was struggling. He was lights out. He blew one save. That was against the Orioles. And then last year, the job was his, and he blew it. He did not pitch well. He had a mechanical. It was I don't know if it was mechanical or if it was confidence. Whatever it is, they say he's fixed it. So hopefully that's true. Um, Ryan Walker, you know, I think he's going to be good. I said earlier, I think he's going to blow at least, I think he's going to blow five saves, 4 or 5 saves. He might save 40, he might save 25, depending on how we do. I don't think he's going to be, I don't think that last year, where you came in and just groaned, I don't think that Ryan Walker will show up. I think it's going to be a mix of 24 and 25. Hopefully more 24 than 25. Eric Miller, only guy to strike out Shohei Ohtani 5 times in his rookie year. Um, he's our best lefty. He is. He has the stuff to be a closer as well. It could be closer by committee. Jose Buto. Um, he's not the most reliable, but he could be good. Caleb Killian, Matt Gage, I'm pretty high on. Wynn, Barucki, Brubaker. That's the Giants. Uh, and then you got Eldridge in the minors. Tired, you know? Let's move on to the Padres. Now we're going to talk about the Padres. And I changed rooms, so hopefully it sounds right in here. Let's talk about San Diego. Last year they made the wild card and lost to the Cubs. Let's look at the lineup. It goes like this. They have Cronenworth leading off. I don't know about that, but they got Cronenworth playing second base now. Uh, Going back there because of Riot, or I guess he was always there. Fernando Tatis Jr., electric talent. Jackson Merrill, Manny Machado, Xander Bogarts, Gavin Sheets, Ramon Laureano, Andujar, and Fermin. The bench looks like this: Ty France, Bryce Johnson, Nick Castellanos, then Luis Camposano. Let's go through it. Jake Cronenworth. Is the defense still there at second base? Is the offense still there? We'll have to see. It kind of feels like he's declining. Fernando, when he's right, he's maybe the most exciting player to watch in baseball. Um, he moved to right field and he got better at defense. Like he's like the best defensive right fielder in the game, pretty much. And he can still hit the long ball well. He's dealt with a little bit injury, also suspension, but WBC looked great. I think the offense is still there. We might not have seen Fernando's best year, and that's kind of scary to think about as a Giants fan. Next, Jackson Merrill. Almost won Rookie of the Year if it wasn't for the dominant force that is Paul Skeens. And last year, not the best year, dealt with some injury, dealt with some slump, sophomore slump. I think I'd expect him to veer more towards 24 than 25 in this upcoming season. Manny Machado, uh, he's older now. He's 33, but the defense, I think it's still there. It's not the best. It's not like at once what it once was, but it's still there, and he can hit. He really can hit. Um, Back to the Padres. He can still hit, and he's a big veteran leader, good player. Xander Bogaerts. He's also older now. The defense also not what it once was. Is the bat still there for him? I don't know. I have to see. Uh, Gavin Sheets had a nice year last year. He'll be playing first base. Um, Solid for them last year. He could play left field, but they got Ramon Laureano in there, who was a former A and was good. Went to different teams like the Braves and the Orioles, and was not as good. But the Orioles, he actually had a nice year last year. Kind of revived his career. Had a much better year than people expected. Is that sustainable? Is he do that again? I really personally don't think so. I think he can be good though. Miguel Andujar, I forgot about him. Where is he? I guess I don't know. Freddie Fermin, catcher. The Royals fans loved him, and Padres fans seem to love him as well. That's the lineup. It's not as good as it once was. I think. I think like 2022. I mean, obviously you had when you had Soto there, it was better. 2022, 2023, 2024, and last year, I think it's better. I think Tatis and Merrill are going to get better, but I can see everybody around them regressing, especially Bogarts and Cronenworth. I don't know if it's as intimidating as before, but here's the uh, here's the rotation for you. Nick Pavetta kind of had a resurgent year last year. Very nice. Was with the Red Sox. Went to the Padres. Impressed a lot of people. Michael King, who had a dominant 2024. 2025, injury ridden, not as good. His movement on the sinker is still nasty. I don't know if he's going to get back to 2024 form. Randy Vasquez, Herman Marquez is a Padre now. Walker Bueller, I was surprised he didn't go signed for a while. I guess he signed with the Phillies. It looks, or no, he was with the Phillies. He went from the Red Sox to the Phillies. Really, is that right? I don't know. He was with the Phillies. Um, on the injured list, it's Griffin Canning, Yu Darvish, who is 39. Jeez. Joe Musgrove and Matt Waldron, the knuckleballer. The rotation, I mean, if you think Pavetta is going to have another good year, then it looks good. If you think King can have another good year, it looks good. But other than that, I might take the Giants rotation over this. I'm definitely taking the Padres. The real strength for the Padres is the bullpen. Let's look at it. Mason Miller, the closer, the best closer in baseball, in my opinion. He's so good. He throws 104 with a wipeout slider. I think he's the best player on the Padres. I think he's the best reliever in baseball. I think he's the Padres' best player. I think he's better than Fernando. Of course, they do very different things, but I think Miller is the key player on this team. Addition Additionally, Adrian Morejon, Jeremiah Estrada, David Morgan, Wandy Peralta, Bradley Rodriguez, Kyle Hart, and Ron Marinaccio. Also, Hurt, Jason Adam, who was an All Star last year, Johnny Brito, Yuki Matsui, who were looking to break out a little bit, and Brian Hoeing. It's The bullpen is the real strength of this team. Mason Miller, best closer in baseball. Morejon impressed. Adam was an all-star. They did lose Robert Suarez. That does hurt, but they have so many good other pitchers that I can only make up for that loss. This is the Colorado Rockies lineup. Jake McCarthy, Willie Castro, Hunter Goodman, Mickey Moniak, Ezekiel Tovar, Jordan Beck, TJ Rumfield made the opening day roster, Brenton Doyle and Edward Julian, bench Sullivan Johnston, Karros, and Ritter. It's not very good. This is a team that lost 120 games last year. Jake McCarthy comes over from Arizona. He can play defense. He's kind of like Alec Thomas. They're kind of like the same player. Willie Castro, I think he's nice. Um, Switch hitter. He's playing third base. He can play a lot of infield positions. Hunter Goodman had an incredible year for a catcher last year. Hit 30 home runs. Good. I mean, decent defense. He's a good catcher. He's a yeah. He's nice. Mickey Moniak, former number one overall pick by the Phillies in 2016, hasn't panned out quite like they would have hoped, unfortunately for them. But maybe there's still something there. Maybe he can find it a couple years later. Ezekiel Tovar looked nice against everybody in WBC. Will he be that kind of player again in 2024? We'll see. Jordan Beck, Brenton Doyle, good defensive guys. I don't know who Rumfield is. Julian. There's not much to talk about in the lineup. The rotation is full of guys who are veteran guys and could be somebody. Can they pitch at Coors? We'll see. I mean, they got Kyle Freeland, who is a bum and is horrible at baseball. I do not like him. I do not like him at all. Um, because Rafi Devers hit a tank off of him. He got mad. He goes whining about it. I don't like Kyle Freeland. You know, Mello was telling me that I should just pick one guy to just hate on. I don't hate anybody. I do not like Kyle Freeland. That's my guy. Pick Kyle Freeland. Michael Lorenzen. Um, Jose Quintana. Ryan Feltner, who's homegrown. And Tomoyuki Sagano. These are all veteran guys that I'm interested to see how they navigate Coors. And maybe this is a new opportunity that they need, especially a guy like Sagano. Lots of vets in that rotation. Here's the bullpen, which is not bad. Victor Vodnik, who I like, Jimmy Herget, who I like, Zach Agnos, who I like, Juan Mejia, Bernardino, Hill, Dollander, who is a good prospect, Tennessee guy, first round pick of the Rockies, Senzatella. Chris Bryant is still on this team, by the way. I just saw his name. Uh, wow, what a horrible signing. The bullpen is good. Well, I don't know about good, but I'd like a guy like Victor Vonnick. I'd like a guy like Jimmy Herget. I'd like a guy like Zach Agnes. I think they're all nice. So that'll do it for the NL West lineups. Let's go to these predictions, baby. To win the division, well, I'll get this out of the way. There are four really good teams in this division and one bad team. The Rockies will finish last. Are they going to set the record for most losses? No. They won. They lost 119 games last year. I don't think they're going to lose more than that, although it's possible. They're going to finish last. To finish fourth, I'm taking the Diamondbacks. And not because they're a bad team, but because the competition is so steep. I Is there enough in the rotation when if Burns comes back healthy and Kelly comes back healthy, that's good. Is everybody else there? The lineup, the top three really are standouts and studs. Is that enough to win? I think they're going to be competing. I don't think they're going to make the playoffs though. It is a very good top half of the lineup. Not so much everything else. The bullpen could be better. To finish first though, let's just go. I think I think the other three teams are making the playoffs. Call me crazy. I'm taking the Dodgers to win the division. Seemingly no contest. They had only two weaknesses last season. They addressed both of them by going out and getting the best available players at that respective weakness. Kyle Tucker to fix the corner outfield spot by having him go to right and moving Hernandez to left. They basically got Tucker to fix that weakness if you think about it. And then the bullpen was faulty. Go get the best closer out there. rough. That's rough. And Otani's still Otani. If I mean, I can see Betts and maybe Freeman a tiny bit, and Hernandez regressing, but I mean, it's just too good. It's just too good. Adding Tucker is too much. Adding Diaz is too much. I think they might win 100 games, depending on how close the competition is. If they have to try, they'll win 100. If they don't, they might win like 90 something. But I think I had them as the one seed. Just look at the Padres lineup. Are the Giants better than the Padres? Are the Giants better than the Padres? Yes, I'm taking them. I'm taking the Giants to finish second. A good, solid 10 games back of the Dodgers. Maybe even more than that if the Dodgers win 100, like 12 or 13. I'm so high on these Giants. And it's not just the same thing every year. Because you got 2021 was the 107 wins, and each year after that, I'm like, I love this team. This team looks great. And then they disappoint me by going 500. 2022 and 2023 to 2024 to 2025 to this year. The team has gotten better every single year. The pitching has stayed consistent, whether it be Gosman or Webb or Rodon or Cobb or Snell or Ray or whoever. The pitching has always stayed consistent. We've always had at least two dogs in the rotation. The bullpen has not been faulty. This year looks like maybe the weakest bullpen, but we're just decimated by injuries at the bullpen position so far. Hopefully that trend does not continue. If Walker can be a guy, then I'm fine with the bullpen. The offense is the real difference maker. Like I said, this is the best offense we've had in 20 plus years, like 24, 23 years was the last time we had an offense this good. That was with Barry Ball. That was with Barry Bonds and Jeff Kent was the last time we had an offense this good. This is the difference maker. The offense has continually let the team down in past years. That's why we're 500. This year, the offense will be the reason we make the playoffs by playing out of their minds. I love this team so much, and I can't wait for tomorrow. I'm taking the Giants to finish second. I'm taking the Padres to finish third. I mean, just looking at it, the bullpen is outstanding. The rotation leaves something to be desired, and so does the offense. I mean, the offense is kind of the same as it was. They're gonna hit a lot of home runs. They're gonna be good. I think Bogarts and Cronenworth will regress. That will hurt them. Everybody else is pretty good. I don't I just looking at on paper, the Giants might be better than the Padres. And everybody is counting out the Giants and everyone is kind of like dissing on them for no reason. I'm sticking up for my team. I'm taking the Giants to win like 87 games, make the playoffs in the wild card, and I can't wait for tomorrow. Tonight is like Christmas Eve, and tomorrow morning I'm gonna wake up and I have to wait a while because it is it's a night game. But tomorrow I'm gonna throw on my Logan Webb jersey and I'm going to be the happiest person alive, probably. The Just such a good reason to think positive. Thank you, Lord, for baseball. Thank you for the NL West. It's a great division, and I got the Dodgers, the Giants, the Padres, the D-backs, and the Rockies. Baseball tomorrow. I'm so excited. I cannot wait. I'm gonna get to bed so it comes faster. Thank you everyone for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow.